So, man, did Eminem really have bars for us? I kind of want to hear that. I think he gave, he gave him a little bit on that chlorophyll. Man, did Eminem really have bars for us? I kind of want to hear that. I think he gave, he gave him a little bit on that chlorophyll, but they said he had a whole, clip ready to go. Man, and then, even the shit back and forth for me, man, he was talking crazy. Like, sorry, you haven't talked to Eminem in 14 years. What are you talking about? Does that sound real to you? Then he said, oh, but I'll get your ass in the middle of Detroit. Bro, you don't even believe that yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because then when he said that, then he had all the
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
All righty.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And taken down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Bullshit.
Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Okay.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a small. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
What? Okay, man, fuck Madden, man. I'm so fucking done with this game. That's some real shit. I get to the 24 and they put me at the 21.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's able to find Diggs.
Let's go.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Oh, my God. Where's my corner at?
Wow. It's a gain of 34.
Why is Slay underneath?
One-handed catches, and
on fucking cover 3.
They are spectacular.
What the fuck was that?
They don't pay off. And coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for
Good run.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
The Jets? What is going on, man? Snow, Jets.
Now after the get away. That's fielded in the end zone.
There, that's
he's
at
able to
21.
get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Johnson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Bernard. And shedding through the tackle. He's got the lane, and there
Of course,
he
sheds through the
goes.
tackle. Why wouldn't he?
20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two.
All right, you get to pick 6. You answer right back on the next play. I like it. 80-yard touchdown, 70-yard touchdown.
And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Let's go. Do it. The Giants first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand there.
Come on, Slay. How is he just getting burned? Jesus.
For a Giant touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things
fuck.
up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check three,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down. Boom. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle. That will shave one more off this
Let's go.
lead.
Good drive.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair kick signaled for.
Saquon Smith.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith, and he'll be out right at the 35.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You
Cut that back, bro. You got a touchdown.
It didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because...
Oh, he did not. He did not.
Off at the 45.
Oh, no.
And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and
Who
down
is
the
this
field.
fucking guy?
And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either
He's like
squad,
6'12".
pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
You're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Come on, go for it.
Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Oh yeah, I see you. I see your backup QB with the slick shit on. Oh no, BK, what are you doing, bro?
Target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, Bernard. He rifles
one. Good pick. Good pick.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Who gave this guy all these defensive pieces? Like, what were you guys thinking?
The Giants take over first and 10.
Oh, fuck. Cheese play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
Get off of him.
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Bernard.
Come on, cut, square.
Away from the pressure, the
what are you
Giants
fucking
get there.
doing?
Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Take the delay game.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Just don't run backwards, Travis. Don't fucking run backwards. You always do that.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Take the sack.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God,
this
what?
is going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop.
Oh,
because
fuck me, dude.
In the first half was them getting run over.
Wow,
16-yard
punt.
And they needed to get off the field, so they felt good going forward in this game.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Barkley.
How do I blitz 5 that way and fucking none of them get through?
At the 16-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's wild.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
0 for 2.
Saquon Barkley. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Now Trubisky. And that is caught for the 2 points. And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd down, Bernard.
Throw the ball, Bernard.
Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Whoever made double tap, fucking pump fakes, fucking moron.
Disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Fucking hitting the button, hitting the button, hitting the button.
Defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Bernard.
Come on, Bernard.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
I quit.
As you would expect, still
I'm done with all men.
Progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach,
motherfuckers allowed to play in the same fucking defense the whole fucking game. Whatever they fucking want.
Let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Going deep here for Parker.
Don't worry, he'll fucking moss it somehow.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game.
It's crazy.
Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Same fucking plays, bro.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pitts. Flush to his right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, a run for Johnson.
Block him, Pitts.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Run it, Trev. What are you doing?
He goes down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Trubisky. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Traquan Smith with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st down, Bernard. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Bernard eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Operating from the gun, Bernard. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Bernard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The toss out to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you to make everything get completed in front.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Bernard. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on second down. Bernard, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run
the zone.
So